right, today we are making homemade apple pie.
Yum.
From start to mostly finished. Well, it's finished, but because it takes an hour to bake, I have one that, by the magic of television, will just suddenly appear on the stove. You guys can't see it now because, you know, it's incognito. So anyway, today we are making Dining on a Dime cookbook, homemade apple pie, Mom's pie crust on page 317, and Grandma's apple pie on page 319. So this is a combination between my mom and Grandma's recipes. Now, I will tell you, I absolutely hate pie.
Wait, which one's whose?
Mom's pie crust and Grandma's apple pie. Why?
Because I said it was Grandma's apple pie recipe, so just making sure we're on the right page here.
I absolutely hate pie, and I'll tell you why. Because with the exception of my mother, aren't you glad, Mom? I have never had a pie crust that has tasted good. I'll just be perfectly frank. The store ones are nasty. Every homemade one I have ever tasted has been nasty, except for my mother's. So, if you are like me and you don't like pie crust, you need to try this recipe in
the Dining on a Dime cookbook.
Right here, okay? All right, so.
I thought you were going to say nobody would eat it, but I was thinking Mike eats it. Although.
Mike, you like it.
Maybe we better find some neighbors to take some of it, or Mike will eat it all.
Yeah. The food's been going to the neighbors because we can't eat it all. I'm having a problem with, I was going to start doing shows where I go buy groceries and show how I actually spend $35 on groceries that week, and then bring it home and show it on the show and make recipe or dinner from it. But because my stockpile's been so good with deals, I'm like, I don't need more food. I need to just use the food we have, which is a good problem to have. It's just, you know, it's hard for when you're a cookbook author to do that. All right, so how are we doing this? So to make this one bowl, we are making our pie crust first, and then we are going to make our filling. Then we're going to roll out our pie crust, and then we're going to do it that way, okay? Now, pie, I will be honest, my pies are not beautiful. I make pies one time a year. They are super, super tasty, but I have not made enough pies that mine are pretty. So we go for the rustic look around here. And that's okay, because it tastes good. But here's the thing. If you want to learn how to make pies, make 10 in a row between now and Christmas. Make one pie a week between now and Christmas. And then you can get practicing, and you will be practiced for the rest of your life. The thing is, it would be better for you to spin the ingredients and practice making 10 pies over the next 10 weeks than to spend the absolute absurd price of $18 to $25 for a pie from a bakery. And then it doesn't even taste that good. So, I'm telling you, spend that 20 bucks on the ingredients, make 10 pies, learn how to make the pies, and your family will thank you. Okay? All right, yes, did you have something to say?
Darren is in the house.
Darren! Hello, our friend in England. How are you? How is London today? We were talking about...
It's later than it was last 2 weeks.
Yeah, what are you doing up this late? Okay, here we go. So, this recipe makes 3 pie crusts. So that you have, for Thanksgiving or whatever, you can make 1 pie with 2 crusts and 1 pie with 1 crust. So like you can make an apple pie and a pumpkin pie for the holidays, okay? So here we go. And I put the wrong amount of flour in here. Hold on.
Mike is so excited because I love apple pie. Oh, and I don't know if Tara mentioned this, but it's funny, you can kind of wing it a little if on certain things. Like, Jill probably will not be happy for me to share it. One time when we lived in Idaho, she made an apple pie. It was so beautiful, but she forgot to put sugar in it. But we found out if we put a scoop of ice cream on it, it was perfect. And if you didn't want ice cream, you could just sprinkle a little sugar.
Sprinkle sugar on it, yeah.
But it's funny how we were able to, even then, kind of modify it and save it.
Okay, so we are putting our flour in. This recipe is on livingonadime.com. Mike will share the link, okay? So we've got our flour and our salt right there because the world needs more salt, people.
Yes.
And holy cow, you guys really want the world needs more salt aprons. I could not believe how many people, we have almost 1,000 people wanting aprons. It's crazy. So I was like, wow, okay, I will get these aprons done. My sugar. Now, for this, I just gently stir my salt and my sugar together. Okay, just like so.
What page in the book is that?
317 is the pie crust and 319 is Grandma's apple pie. Okay, now for your shortening. If you want this pie to be the best pie crust you've ever eaten, you need to use shortening. Now, I am using butter flavored shortening. You do not have to do that, but I am.
What do they call it again in Australia and the UK? There was some other name.
I can't remember what they call it.
Maybe Amy will tell us. I haven't seen her yet.
Oh, okay. I am not feeling good today, and I just totally... Okay, so if you guys haven't ever measured shortening, I did this wrong. I got the wrong size measuring cup. Hold on. Let me do this right so you guys can...
Do you want me to make it?
No.
I made one last year.
Yes, and it turned out good. Okay, so... Thank you for offering that. Okay, Buster, you gotta go, dude. Okay, so... Here's how you measure shortening. You get your water up to where you need it. So in this case, I have 2 cups of water in my measuring cup, okay? I need 1 1/4 cups of shortening. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make my water go up to 3 1/4 cups, okay? So there we go. And you just watch until your water gets up to 3 1/4 cups. Okay. And we're almost there. Okay, then what you do is you just drain off your water. And then you have perfectly measured shortening, okay? Right there. There's a little trick of the trade, okay? Now, then what you're gonna do is you're gonna cut in your shortening. Now, the traditional way to do it is with a pastry knife or 2 knives, and you go like this, and you cut in the shortening until it resembles crumbles. Okay? Now, that's how normal people do it. But you guys know me.
We are not normal.
I am not normal. So, what I do is I just take my fingers and I just grab the shortening and I just gently and quickly push the shortening through the flour until it makes little crumbles. Okay? This is just so much faster, and you can feel a little bit better when you have hunks of, so like here's a hunk of shortening, so I'll get it into a section of flour, and I just quickly run it through your fingers. Now you don't want to really dawdle doing this because your warm hands will melt the shortening, and then it won't be as fluffy, okay? Okay, so then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take 1 egg that's cold, and you're gonna put it in, and then you're gonna add your cold vinegar, and then you're gonna add your water. Now, start with 3 tablespoons of water. It calls for 5, but start with 3, okay? And then gently stir this around until it starts getting moistened, okay? Now, I can already tell, see how dry it is over here? I can already tell I'm gonna need a little bit more water. Now this just comes from practice. Oh dear, my spoon is all, okay? But as you get going, you'll learn how to do this, okay? So then you take your hands and you start bringing it together like so, okay? And you start getting all of that incorporated in until you have, and you don't want to overwork the dough, but you just want it just until it's combined like so, okay? Now, we're gonna roll this out in just a minute because I don't want to dirty another bowl, so I am just gonna go ahead and make my filling first, okay? All right, so I'm gonna set that to the side for just a minute. Okay, now, you want everything to be cold, and with our studio lights, this actually makes this process a little bit more difficult because keeping the shortening intact and not melted is what makes your pie crust fluffy, okay? All right, did I get all the ingredients in it? I did, I think, this time. Okay, so now we're gonna go to Grandma's pie crust. Now, if you don't have one of these super, super cool devices, this is an apple peeler and corer. So Dave, can you come here so they can see? Okay, so what you do is you put this on, well, this one won't hook because of the new countertop. Nope, it won't hook because of the, but anyway, usually it suctions on here. But because of my new countertop, it won't work. Okay, so all you do is you put your apple in, and you just go like this. Now, you can save these apple peels and dry them, and then you can use them for tea, or you can use them for potpourri, or whatever you want. I have enough right now, and I don't really need any to dehydrate. Now, when I'm doing apples, I don't wash them or anything because you're already getting the peel off. Oh dear, that one got on crooked. Okay, sometimes if you get it on there crooked, it messes up in there, so this will just have to be one we eat. Okay, now, just so you can see that size?
No, you're off screen.
See the size of that apple compared to my hand? That is about 3/4 to 1 cup of apple. So when you're in a recipe, you can know how big, or depending on how big your apple is, that's how many cups you will make of apples, okay? So for this one, I will probably do about 6 to 7 apples. And I usually err on the side of more apples than less. So it just depends on if you have the money or not, that kind of thing. All right.
So there's even wetting. Somebody suggested wetting the counter, but it's the texture on the. Top,
yeah,
right?
It's the texture of the new countertop that's the problem. I'm pretty sure.
I have an idea.
What if we use the baking, put it on the baking pan and...
Well, then the baking pan will slide all over. Well, I mean, I could put the other thing under it, but...
It just seems like there'd be less. No?
Okay. Get that off.
Idea.
Huh?
I have an idea.
You have an idea. No, that's a good idea, but then my baking pan would slice all over. Okay, so here we go. How many have I done so far? 1. Okay, do 2 more here. All right. This device I only use like a couple of times a year, but man alive, when I use it, it just makes life so super easy. I love it. You can also do this with, why are my apples falling off now? You can also use this with, oh, I should have known this is the way today's show is gonna go.
Well,
You want me to do it?
Okay.
Whoa.
What?
Do you want me to do that?
No.
You're not supposed to be handling things with sharp blades.
Oh, stop. I've only had to have stitches a few times.
Only
We
a
don't-
few.
We don't want to go viral for that reason.
Yeah, why not? Okay, and then 1 more.
Yeah, Lynn says she uses a cutting board to attach the peeler. I was thinking
Well,
because it's
that's a good idea. I mean, I guess I could have put my no stick thing underneath there, but
Michelle's
Okay.
asking where can you purchase one? Is there one on our
yeah,
Amazon
we have
store?
one on our Amazon store.
I'm
And
gonna
normally, this goes a lot easier, but these apples were kind of soft. So that was my problem.
I just shared a link to our Amazon store in the comments, but it's also in the show description. And if you don't find it there, you can go to
Okay, Dave, back this direction.
livingonadime.com and click show notes, and that we have a link to it in there.
All right. So then all you do is if you missed a little spot, just cut that off. Then you just slice your apples in half, just like so. Looking pretty good.
Oh, Swoozy says Bed Bath & Beyond has that apple peeler.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. All right, there we go. Now, that's what 6 to 7 cups of apples looks like. So then, you're gonna put in your brown sugar and your sugar. I need to get just a little bit more because my cup didn't hold enough.
Hey,
Okay,
Jack, somebody's asking where
and
you are.
then,
Me?
oops, sorry.
Can I have some brown sugar?
And then, nope, it's all gone. Then some salt, because the world needs more salt, people. No more right now, it's for dinner. Okay, cinnamon, stop jumping. Quarter cup of nutmeg. Ah! Teaspoon nutmeg. Got that. And then a little bit of flour for thickener right here. Okay. And then you stir, oops. Then you stir all of these up, okay? Now, get going here. Okay, now what we do is we get this all stirred up and then we microwave it for about 2 minutes just to get the apples going, because sometimes when you cook apple pies, depending on how firm, now these ones were pretty soft so they would probably be all right, but if you have firmer apples, then they will take longer to cook, and so this just keeps them from being hard in your pie, okay? So I'm gonna stick these in the microwave for just 2 minutes.
And I did share the recipe in the comments, and I will keep doing that. But if you missed it, it's in the show description as well.
You're free to
Okay,
go up
nope.
for a bit?
Now,
Oh.
we're gonna take our pie crust, okay? And we are gonna divide it into thirds. Like, oops, that's not very good, thirds. About like that. Okay, we're gonna save this one for later, for pumpkin. If you only need one pie crust, you can freeze the other one, and then when you're ready to use it, you can just take it out of the freezer, okay? All right, now, gonna take our flour, make a nice little round ball, and then now what I do is before I use the rolling pin, I use my hand to kind of shape it and get it started flattening, okay? Because then I can work more flour in easier if I need it. So then you're just gonna roll out your pie crust. Make sure you've got enough enough flour in there to keep it from sticking to the counter. Yeah. Now Mom has a pie mat. It's a silicone type pie mat. Hers isn't silicone because hers is from the 70s, but they're silicone now. And you can have a pie mat and roll it out on that, and that works really, really well. But I'm not doing that today. Why? I have no idea. Okay, then you want to measure, and you want your crust to be about 1 inch past your pie plate, okay? So I'm gonna roll it just a little bit more, like so, okay? All right, so then what you're gonna do is you're gonna gently work your pie crust. This is just a scraper. We have this on our Amazon store also. And you're gonna gently take and go just about as close as you can get to half, okay? Now normally you wouldn't set your pie plate right in the middle of the flour, but since this is the show and I have nowhere else to go, then you're gonna put your pie crust in 1/4 of your pie plate, and you're gonna gently open it, and then you're going to put it on the side here. Now I got mine a little short. It actually should come up over here, but here's how you fix that, okay? So if it's a little short, just take your pie crust and just come up, okay? Now like I said, I can make a tasty pie. I cannot make a pretty pie. I should probably follow my own advice and make 10 pies, but the problem is Mike and I really don't want to be eating 10 pies all the time. So
I would love to if there were no calories in them.
Well, is that possible to make 0-calorie pie?
not really, no.
Oh, man.
Okay, but you know what? One day we are going to be in heaven with Jesus, and we can eat all the pie we want because it's not going to matter.
Yeah.
Because we're going to be perfect. Okay, so there you go. Now, then what you do is you take your pie filling and you pour it in. Okay? Oh dear. Left some of it in there. Okay? Then you're going to push your pie. Now I like my pie to be nice and hearty in the center. Okay. Now we got that. Next, you're going to roll out your top pie crust. Are you guys still with me? Give me a thumbs up if anybody's still with me. Now, this is a bit of a process, and quite frankly, the pies are probably the things that take the longest on Thanksgiving. But you can make them the day before or even 2 days before, and they are still really super tasty. And then what you can do is just throw them in the oven for 10 minutes or so and warm them up if you want them warm. We usually don't eat them warm because they're just so yummy, you don't really need them warm, but okay. Put just a little more flour under here just to make sure we're getting it here. Okay. Now, did anybody give me a thumbs up? Are they still with us,
Yep.
or have they lost me?
Yep.
Okay.
You may have already said it, but some people are asking what kind of apples do you most recommend?
Oh, yes. Okay, so the apples. So here's the thing. Most pie people recommend Granny Smith or Macintosh or other type of pie baking apples. Here's why Mom and I do not like those, okay? Now I'm sprinkling the top with just a teensy tiny bit of flour so that when I fold it over itself, I forgot to show you how to do that on the other one, it won't stick to itself when I fold it over, okay? So, there we go.
It's funny, as Tara said, not pretty pies, but they are pretty.
Oh, thanks. Okay, now, normally when you're doing this, you have more space, but because we are doing this in my real kitchen, I don't have the space. Okay, now once again, it's in a quarter, like so. So look for the center of the pie, about. Pull your crust, and then just gently unfold your crust. Now, it is perfectly fine if it hangs over a lot on the edge, because I'll show you how we're going to fix this, okay? Now, once again, like I said, I go for rustic pies. Now, see how I missed this little section here? So this was too big, so I go in and I touch it up here. Now, you do not have to use a pie crust on the top. I personally like crumb topping, and the pie that I made for the after picture has a crumb topping on it, so you guys can see what that looks like. Okay, now just a minute and I'll get back to the apple question, but just a second here. Okay, now to make it pretty, normally this would all come together and be great. Okay, you take your fingers and you just gently smush them together, and you just make a nice little ridge, just like so.
A number of people are asking, do you not use butter?
Oh!
Is that you put it inside or on top?
Okay, so if you remember your butter before you get your pie crust all done,
Do you just set the butter inside of it?
you can do this one of two ways. If your pie crust will still move, take your butter and squeeze it in underneath.
Brenda says more butter.
If your pie crust won't move, cut some little slits, like so. See, guys, this is Tara, real life. So you guys know how to save your quote-unquote cooking disasters. They're not disasters. They're just happy accidents. Okay, now, there we go. Just shove it in there. Pull your pie crust back together. All right, put it in there.
Joanne's right. The pies are the best part of Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Actually, there were other comments and questions. I just wasn't.
No, just give me a second to get through this and then I'll answer the comments and questions. No, it's not. Why did I say no? I said no for something that I was thinking of in my head. What was I thinking of in my head that caused me to say no? If you just can't get your butter squeezed in, it's not going to completely ruin your pie. But, oops, oh dear, especially when you just lop it off with the knife. Okay, but, anyway, okay, there we go. Now.
Great, but continue.
Oh my goodness. I warned you guys, my pies are rustic. They are rustic, okay?
They're not bad. They're just.
All right, they're just
they're
rustic. They're not, they don't come out untasty. Mom makes beautiful pies. I, not so much. Okay, then you want to cut off your edge.
Oh, thanks, Shell. Shell gave us a $4.99 super chat and says, thanks, guys.
Oh, thanks. Okay, that's so nice of you. We appreciate it.
Yes, we very much do.
Okay, then you cut off all your edges. Now, this is probably the worst looking pie you've ever seen, but, you know, like I said, we just call it rustic. Now, if you don't forget your butter and have to poke holes in it, take and make your initial on the top, and then
Carmen says it's an artisan pie.
There you go. It's an artisan pie. Then you take and sprinkle your sugar on top, like so. All right. And then...
Oh, Elizabeth says we like Tara better than Martha. Our pie.
Because, you know, this is how it actually turns out. Martha has food stylists. Tara does not have food stylists. Okay, so there you go. And we're going to stick it in the oven. Holy cow.
Let me just
All right.
zoom this
So,
out.
we're going to stick it in the oven
Here we go.
for, yes you can, 450 degrees.
Everyone says you're real, you're amazing, you're the best.
Aww. Thanks,
All
guys.
the love makes a rustic pie the very best.
Okay, 450 degrees.
I'm just dying to try it.
450 degrees for 15 minutes. Then you're going to turn your oven down to 350 for 35 to 45 minutes until you start seeing the apple pie bubbling up, okay? Now, all these little things, it's fine, dear, just all these little things here, I kind of need that, but is really yummy. All you have to do is just lay it on a cookie sheet, put it in the oven, sprinkle, or lay it on a cookie sheet, sprinkle it with cinnamon and sugar, and it makes like little crisps, and they're super, super yummy, okay?
Wow.
So,
Getting some amazing comments. Martha isn't realistic like Tara. Whoa.
well, guys, that's why we wrote the book, because I got tired of trying all these recipes from Martha and, oh, well, everybody. And I got tired of people giving these recipes, and I'd go try them, and I was like, well, that's awful. So,
Okay.
anyway, oh, but before we do that, okay, so then the after, voila. This is the one with the crumb topping, okay? And the crumb topping is on page 318, right there. So if you don't want two toppings. But Dave, hand me a plate, please. Now, here's the thing. This is a little surprise for Tara.
What?
Yeah. I made this one gluten-free, dairy-free. So, I came up with the idea, and I'd forgotten I'd come up with the idea, and Heidi, my assistant, reminded me yesterday that I came up with the idea to take and make Dining on a Dime gluten-free, dairy-free for those who need it. Because we were trying to write a cookbook that was gluten-free, dairy-free, and I keep thinking, I have that recipe in Dining. I don't want to rewrite it. So, I'm going in, and look at all these, oops, there's my page marker. So you can see, I'm pulling all the recipes. Can you see all my notes? See right here?
Not easily.
All my notes. I'm writing right there. Okay, so I'm going in, but this one I am testing a gluten-free pie crust. So you guys are gonna see this live. Here we go. I have no idea how this is gonna taste. I have no idea. I just thought, you know what? If I have to do it, I might as well start testing recipes. So,
Hopefully it's good, not bad.
here we go. So I got it.
Oh, I see.
Okay, so it gets a 10 for looks. That looks pretty good. Wouldn't you agree that looks tasty?
That looks very tasty.
Okay, now.
Is this the magic of television one? 'Cause
This
it's
is
so
a
steamy.
I know, it's the magic of television one. Okay, so this one is totally gluten-free and dairy-free. Let's see what we came up with here. Hold on. Okay, here we go. This is a moment. It's either going to flop or fail, and I'm going to let you know if it flops.
What's the dairy-free one?
Yeah, because
Oh,
I
okay.
cannot stand eating gluten-free stuff that doesn't taste the same, even though you kind of have to suck it up and do that sometimes. But here we go. I nailed it! Oh my goodness!
If you get the edge of that thing and the pie
Oh
flips
my
back.
goodness!
Uh-oh.
I have not had apple pie in 15 years. This is good. Oh my goodness. Okay, come taste it.
Wow.
This is good.
That's quite the reaction. Dear.
Holy cow. I am so excited. I have my own apple pie for Thanksgiving. I'm gonna freeze it. Isn't that good?
Tastes the same.
Okay, come here.
Good.
Come here, come here.
It's,
Here.
a, it's a dairy-free one, Ellie.
I don't even mind.
Here. Here, here, here.
You don't even mind.
Try it. See what you think. Try it, Ellie. Okay, Ellie's trying it behind the camera because she doesn't want to be on the camera. Oh my goodness, put it in your mouth and eat it. It is good. Holy cow, I am so excited.
Yay.
That is good. I
Try more
nailed
of the
it.
crust.
I absolutely nailed it. Oh, is it good?
I'm
Mmm.
not even a fan of baked apples, but it's pretty good.
Oh, you don't like.
It's pretty good.
This is delicious. Mmm.
You and Dad are like the old ones who like baked apples. Yeah.
This is good.
So now
I
you
cannot
wanna,
believe I actually did it.
Do you want to make a gluten-free,
I
dairy-free
can't-
cookbook now?
Believe I did it. I'm so excited. I haven't had apple pie in like 15 years, guys.
So interesting. So Mary asked if there's a substitute for shortening, and I always thought the answer was no, but your mom says you can use lard or butter. In this recipe?
Well, you can use lard or butter, but here's the thing. Butter will not make your crust as flaky. That is mine. Yours is in the oven.
Hey, you have 9/10 of another one over there.
Well, I do. Here, I'll eat the pieces out of the pie. Mmm. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe I nailed it. Mmm. I'm so excited. Mmm. Okay. Back to apples. So, the apples that most people recommend are Macintosh or Granny Smith. Here's why we don't like to use Granny Smith or Macintosh.
Oh, yay.
They're sour. They're hard. And they're sour and they're hard. So I prefer Gala or Fuji. Red Delicious are a little too watery. They have too much water. But, oh my goodness. That is so good. But,
See, that was what makes you want to slap your mama, but she's on the other side.
of the screen, so I can't do it. But here's the thing. Red Delicious has a high water content. That's why they're really juicy. And so, I prefer Gala or Macintosh. So, anyway, that is why I use those apples.
Directly related question. Angela wants to know, what are the substitutes you made for the gluten-free and dairy-free?
Well,
This is the
so this was a recipe test, but basically what I did was I used he's fine. Basically what I did was I used gluten-free flour and vegan butter. It's basically the only two things I changed. Okay? But you need to use a gluten-free flour that works. And for this one I used Pamela's. But I think it's the gluten-free baking mixes, gluten-free flours that have tapioca in them that make them work better for baking, I think. I'm still experimenting and making sure, because here's the thing, gluten-free baking is a pain in the rear, and 9 times out of 10 the stuff comes out nasty. To the point where I totally gave up even trying to do gluten-free baking. Because I was tired of just wasting ingredients. You'd spend $6 buying ingredients, and then it didn't turn out. What? I already told you yes. Didn't you have one?
You did? Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
And so anyway, I'm testing all the recipes. We're rewriting dining to make it gluten-free, dairy-free as a separate book. Hopefully by maybe Mother's Day we can get it going, or early summer. I don't know. We'll see. So anyway, all right. So here's the thing with desserts for Thanksgiving. To have a $25 Thanksgiving, do not use a whole lot of desserts. Only have like 1, 2, 3 desserts. So like have 1 or 2 pies, and then maybe something like a jello or a pudding or something like that. That's one of the ways to save. The other thing is to make it at home. Stop buying these $25 pies at the store, at the specialty shops, I mean, that are nasty. And the $5 pumpkin pies at the store, guys, just don't even waste your time. If you are just totally overwhelmed and don't think you can make a pie crust, first of all, it's rustic, okay? Second of all, leave the pie crust off. I'm gluten-free, dairy-free. Most of the time when I make a pie, all I do for me is I'll just make the pumpkin pie filling and put it in a casserole dish and just have it as like a baked custard pudding type thing. Or I'll make up the chocolate pie or the coconut pie and leave off the crust and just have it be like a pudding type thing. So that's what I do for those things. All right. Questions?
Yes. Okay. Well, actually, some of them we've already answered. What kind of? So you prefer the Gala apples?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see. Love the salt shakers. Where did you get them?
The thrift store.
Okay. There are more pie questions, but while I'm at this spot, earlier in the show, Angela was wondering if you would consider showing how you portion your plates for dinner. I feel like we eat too much out of sitting.
Well, the first thing is to stop using the big plates. Dave, is the big plate in there?
We have actually.
Okay, hand me the big plate and a little plate.
And you have made whole meals where you put
Hand
the
me the little
portions
plate.
on there and showed them, and people were gasping.
Yeah. Okay, so first of all, use smaller plates. You don't need this size of plate for dinner. This is the size of plate that you need for dinner. And what you need to do is you need 1/4 to be your meat, 1/4 to be your starch, and then this side to be your fruits and vegetables. That's all you do. Pretty easy. Okay, next one.
Oh, okay, so let's see. What else we have? Martha, my granddaughter and I love your cookbook. She cooks from scratch now. She said it's cheaper to make a cake and frosting from scratch than to buy the cake mix and frosting. We both love the 20th anniversary edition.
Yay!
Yay! And I should share a link for that, by the way. Danielle. Hi, Tara got my Christmas tree up the other day. Slowly getting the rest of the house decorated.
Yay!
Actually, after what
I
you
haven't
said...
put mine up yet, but I'm thinking about it.
Well, Tara said that because the way Thanksgiving falls on the calendar, there's only 3 weeks
3.5
before Christmas.
weeks, yeah.
And it made me think today, maybe we should put up the Christmas
I'm
lights
telling ya.
sooner than Thanksgiving.
Although we have a problem.
Yeah?
We have to fire Heidi.
Uh-oh. Why? She doesn't like Christmas.
Our assistant Heidi. She doesn't like Christmas music.
What?
How can you be working for
Get
living...
it together, Heidi.
I know. How can you be working for Living on a Dime and not like Christmas music?
I don't like Christmas
Oh.
music.
What?
You got switched to birth then. You got switched to birth.
I'm just kidding. No, I like it.
Let's see. Lizette, I absolutely love the measuring trick. I will be doing that from now on. A lot of people were asking that.
Yes.
And Sasha was asking what's in shortening. Is there dairy in it? And I told
No.
her it's a vegetable shortening.
Yeah, it's palm oil.
And unfortunately, well, I think you're in the U.S., but for people out of the U.S., I'm not sure what the comparison is. We kind of...
I can't remember. Every show, somebody outside the country tells us what it is, and every show I forget. So
Usually
if you
it's
guys
Amy,
are out of
but-
the U.S., let them know what it is. It starts with a T, I think.
I'll look in a minute, see if I can find it.
Okay.
Nancy. Hi, Kellen friends. Make your banana cake with walnuts and caramel and frosting this week. Oh my goodness, there are no words. Amazing.
Oh, thanks.
Yay.
All right, so let me tell you a couple of things here. Teresa said, thank you for teaching me how to shop smart on groceries. My husband and I have gone from, are you ready? Drum roll. We need to have the drum roll thing on there all the time. $650 down to $300 a month.
Yay.
Send me
That's
the
$350. That's a car payment
Yep.
they have saved on their grocery bill.
Every month.
Crystal says, I've learned that it's perfectly fine to set the oven on fire and nearly burn the house down while cooking. Adapt, overcome, and get it together, people!
Yes.
I love you, Crystal. I thought that was pretty good. And then Brittany says, I love listening to the show while I cook and clean. Tara's helped me get organized and stay focused on paying off debt a little over a year ago. After watching one of your videos, I told my husband I wanted to have our vehicle that we had just purchased paid off in 1 year. I told him we could live like we were dirt poor and use this woman's cookbooks and tips that I had found online. He thought I was crazy, but in little over a year, with working any extra available overtime, my husband and I managed to pay off the remaining $15,000 in 1 year.
Yay, that's awesome.
We cut our own hair, use DIY beauty products from the book. Dining on a Dime has DIY cleaning and beauty, guys. I didn't go to the store when I needed just one item for a recipe, substitutions, and we cooked from home, to name a few. Now we can start building on focusing on building our savings and paying off our house. I use every tip from Tara and Jill to help keep me focused. A great big thank you. You are welcome. So I wanted to mention
awesome.
something
Thanks.
on that. So let me give you an example of how that works. Okay. So tonight I fixed barbecue ribs for dinner. Okay?
Can you see it okay,
Yeah.
Dave?
So I made barbecue ribs, but, and I'm going to throw these back in the oven since I turned it down now. Have them slow cooking all day long. I was going to make cornbread, but I didn't have any cornmeal. Well, I'm not going to go run into town, and I wasn't going to have Mike stop for just cornbread, but I didn't feel like making a yeast roll because I've been working on our new planner stuff today. So what did I do? I threw in a batch of muffins. Cook from what's in your pantry instead of making a menu and shopping. Shop and then cook with what's on sale. This week, roasts, everybody has roasts on sale. $2.99 at my local store. I'm gonna go get 5 or 6 roasts to throw in my freezer. This is where I'm in a quandary. They have roasts on sale, and normally I would get 9 or 10, but since it's Thanksgiving, they're gonna have turkeys on sale in 2 weeks. So I'm not quite sure what to do on that because we like roast, but we like turkey too. So yes. Leanne S. from Missouri, thank you very much for your letter. I got it. Thank you. That was very kind of you. And then, no more. We have a gift from Ontario, Windsor, Ontario. And I have not looked in here. I just cut it open. Oh my. Oh, look what we got.
Wow.
To Jill, Tara, Mike, Dave, Ellie, Jack, and BJ, happy Thanksgiving from Nancy.
Well, thank you, Nancy.
Oh,
and pictures.
she must have
That's
sent
the
pictures
best.
from where she lives. Oh, Nancy, how nice.
Wow, that's really pretty.
Oh,
read my name?
wow. Yes, she sent us all a bunch of gifts from Canada.
Ooh, I'll take these beanies.
Oh, Dave's been wanting a beanie. Oh, look, Jack. Oh, and she put treats in there, too. Their favorites. You heard they love the fruit snacks.
Yeah.
Look what Nancy sent you.
Yeah, she got fruit snacks.
Whoops. Are you okay?
I can look 20 times more dapper.
Oh, my goodness.
Let me see.
Oh, some cute little note. Oh, thank you. Man alive, she sent us a whole... Oh, is this an apron? Oh, and
Wait,
a necklace.
oh, is this mine?
Ooh, how pretty. Oh,
I think this is
thank
mine.
you. Oh, you guys
So-
are cute.
So it's a tag, but...
There you
I'll use
go.
it later.
Oh, and a dahlia apron. Oh, my goodness. Thank you. Oh, I love it. Oh, that is gorgeous.
Socks.
Oh, thank you, Nancy. This is like Christmas and
It is.
Thanksgiving.
It's awesome.
Ah. And some cool pins. Oh, I need some cool pins. My pins stink. I couldn't get them to work the other day when we were at the printers. Thank you, Nancy. Oh my goodness, that is so nice. Can you set that over there?
Did
Thank
he
you,
see the
thank you,
socks?
thank you. Yes, I showed him the socks.
Where?
All right, so just right here.
Do you have scissors?
I am tired. Let's see. What else were we talking about? Oh yes. So start stocking up, guys. Get your freezer cleaned out. Use up the food. That's why we're having barbecue ribs tonight, because I'm getting all that meat that I got for $1 a pound. I paid $1 for those ribs. So that amount of ribs right there is about probably 4 meals worth. That's a lot of ribs. Make some muffins. The muffins were like 30 cents. Dinner tonight with a bag of frozen vegetables for $1 is going to cost us around $2.50 or so. So that's a pretty good deal. All right, comments.
Let's take a look here back to where we were. Let's see. We already started shortening. Sorry, I was in a different spot on there. Oh,
Denise said, quick, get the car to roll out the dough.
That was hilarious. So on the pie, one thing on the apples, I don't remember what the recipe exactly says, but Jill was pointing out that, you can flex. She said, depends on the size, about 5 apples or so. Tara said about 6, but Jill's basically saying if they're smaller apples, use more, and if it's not really exact as long as it fills up the plate.
I showed you the size of my app. What is that?
I don't know, it sounds familiar.
I showed you the size
It
of...
sounds like the microwave. Sometimes it beeps like that if
The
you
timer
don't have
stopped.
anything in there.
Well, that's weird. Okay.
Or
This
you can
apple
use something.
here is about 3/4 to 1 cup of apple for a recipe, okay? So you can see how it measures against my hand. It's about 6 to 7 medium apples is about 6 to 7 cups, give or take. If you like your pie extra full like we do, add more. If you don't like it so full, use less.
Oops.
Marcia, we don't say what BJ stands for. I know everybody's just absolutely dying of curiosity, but we don't say it because it could embarrass him, so.
Well,
His friends at school say it stands for Bond James.
I was gonna say. All right, let's see.
I will say his middle name is James, so that's where the James comes from.
Okay, so wow. So there were. Let's see. Which apron won? Carol wanted to know.
So here's the thing on the apron and the planners and everything. So the apron out of over 800 people who say they want aprons so far. I cannot believe that many people want them. Thank you guys. So out of 800, 450 or so want the flowers, and about 375 want the salt shaker. So what I'm gonna do is I think I'm just gonna get both. And then today I got a mock-up of a Get It Together People apron. And so I think I'm gonna get all 3 aprons before Christmas, hopefully. They should be able to do that. And here's what I'm gonna do. They're gonna be sold separately. But I decided to come up with a Get It Together People gift set in 2 different sizes, where I put a full planner, either 8.5 by 5.5 or 8 by 11. 8.5 by 11. You can pick either one. They're going to be 2 different prices. 2 different prices. I'm not totally sure on the price yet. I have to wait for my final price on the printing. But what's going to be included in the Get It Together People gift pack set for Christmas is a full-size planner, a Get It Together People apron, a Get It Together People financial planner that's in a spiral that you will be able to track your budget and your spending and your investments and your saving. You can have all of that in one little binder. Well, not so little. It's going to be a big one. About 50 pages or so for that. Every month you can have it in there. We're going to have a Get It Together People menu and shopping list for your fridge with a magnet, with a perforated shopping list. We're going to have a to-do list for the refrigerator because I know some people like to have different areas have different to-do lists, you know, like if one's for business and one's for personal or whatever, that kind of thing. And we're going to have a little price book so that you can put your prices that you find at the store so that when you know when to stock up on a best deal. So like right now, turkeys are anywhere from 39 to 89 cents a pound. You'll know, wham, this week we are stocking up on turkeys. This is my best deal. My assistant Heidi this week said that chicken is 99 cents a pound for boneless, skinless. So she's stocking up this week on chicken. So we're going to have a little price book, and all that is going to be included in one kit for one price, and we'll probably have a Black Friday special on it. There you go.
Wow.
Now you know.
All right. Yeah, I find out when you find out, and I was only halfway listening, so you probably know more than I do. Kind of doing this at the same time.
Here's the thing. Also, we have had person after person after person beg me for my goat milk cream and my soap. So, Ellie and I are working on it, and hopefully in 2 weeks, hopefully by Black Friday, we are reopening the store, and Ellie is going to be selling the goat milk cream and some soap. Now, I will tell you, I am not making the soap. I found a person who uses almost my exact recipe. It's not exactly my recipe, but it's really close, and I have used this soap before. It's really, really good soap. So, we are working on setting up the store for her because she wants to sell the goat milk cream and the soap. So for those of you who are dying and asking for it, you're going to be able to get that again. Also, man, we got so many things going on.
Yay. Oh, I meant to tell you, we just got to it. I just found it on the comments, but lots and lots of people were crazy about the Christmas music. Analia was like, what? Christmas music? With hearts and...
Oh yeah, I've already logged in 24 hours of Christmas music in 4 days.
That Jessica says Christmas music all year.
Oh yeah.
Trisha, love, love, love Christmas music and everything that goes with it. Have we only watched 2 Christmas movies so far?
Yes, do you like Nancy's?
But we
House?
started watching Christmas movies already
Normally
too.
we start watching Christmas movies in September, but I don't know. Oh, I was doing the kitchen and we didn't, yeah.
Oh, Susan wants to know, do you preheat the oven?
Yes, you do preheat the oven.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Angela wants to know if you still make soap.
So I'm making soap for us personally, but I'm not making soap to sell.
It's just...
Sorry. Well, okay, here's the thing. I have some lavender left that we're going to throw on Ellie's store that I had made. And I have a little bit of lavender left that I'm going to put on the store for when Ellie opens up the soap and goat milk cream store. But after that, I'm making it for us personally, so you might see us, you might see me cut some, but yeah.
Jack, Nancy says, hey, the hat looks good on you.
And
And she says, love you.
you know, that was so nice. Thank you so much. What a gift, especially all the way from Canada.
Wow.
Man,
Yes,
thank you. I can't wait to try those fuzzy socks. I was needing a new pair of fuzzy socks because mine are getting pretty worn out. So thank you.
Oh, I didn't hear what you said about Ellie.
I
Somebody
said she's opened up the goat cream and the soap store.
Oh, yes. Susan says, great for Ellie. Yeah, you know, it's funny on Christmas, last few years we've done, there's a certain point where Tara insists that all of the movies we watch together are
After
Christmas
Thanksgiving,
movies.
we can watch nothing unless it's Christmas. But I'll throw in a few regular things from September to Thanksgiving and from New Year's until Valentine's Day. But we watch Christmas movies from September to Valentine's Day.
Yep. Oh, let me see what else we have here. Wow, did I already get through all that? Oh, Rebecca, do you ever try stevia or palm sugar as a sugar substitute? I use stevia for coffee and tea, but we don't use it for cooking at all, do we?
No.
Have we ever tried either one of those?
I have tried it, but I just don't like any of those artificial sweeteners. I can't gag them down. Maybe coconut sugar I could do. I haven't tried that yet, but you know, sugar is sugar. Stevia is not, but I mean, agave, those honey, those kinds of things, there's still as many calories, still as fattening if you eat too much. So I just would rather have regular sugar and just be a little more, eat less. So.
All right, let's see what else we have here. Brendan was asking if we have a video for coconut cream pie. We don't, but
yes.
Do we have a recipe for it?
I have a recipe for it in dining, and then I think I did a video.
Did you?
I don't know. I can't remember. But anyway, just go search. I don't know if I did or not, but.
But there is a recipe in Dining on a Dime?
Yeah.
Oh, well, there is. See, I don't know everything.
Well, I think so. Maybe, or is it in the new dining?
It could be in this one. I'm not really sure.
Well, wait a minute. Maybe I said. Now we're getting confused because more Dining on a Dime, the sequel, we're working on that. And now I'm getting confused on the recipes and I can't remember which book had what. Let me see. Cocoa Nut Pie, page 323 in Dining on a Dime Cookbook. Right there. See, I knew it was in there. I'm not losing my mind yet.
So Marcia says, I don't think artificial sweeteners would be good for your health-wise anyway, Tara. But actually, they're natural artificial sweeteners.
Yeah,
so they're
stevia
natural,
is. Yeah.
but Tara means just like not sugar.
Yeah.
So.
And like aspartame, NutraSweet gives me a headache, so I just would rather eat less. And yeah.
What's your favorite Christmas movie? Which one is?
The 12 Dates of Christmas
Well,
is both of ours.
That one, we love watching that together.
We also like Trapped in Paradise.
But
we will
huge
tell
warning.
you,
A lot of
there's
language.
a lot of cussing in it. They don't have any sexual or anything like that stuff. It's a lot of cussing. But, yeah, it's kind of funny. But,
Yeah, it's funny, but we accidentally told a friend one time and didn't warn her.
Forgot
about
to
that
warn
part.
her that it was...
It's just a very, very
Yeah.
silly comedy.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Let's see. All right.
So we're going to have Get It Together aprons. We're going to have The World Needs More Salt People aprons. We're going to have our planners. Copyco and Fort Collins, the printer that we're using, have been wonderful. As a matter of fact, I keep waiting for them to call me and say, sorry, Tara, I can't do it.
Where?
Because we really have a huge order for them. So
Thanks, Nancy.
It just said, hey, Dave, you look good in the hat.
thanks.
You're a great guy. Oh, so Michelle
love
says, my
these.
real favorite is It's a Wonderful Life, black and white. Actually, I
You like
love
that
It's a
one
Wonderful
too,
Life.
yeah.
Although, I only had the black and white one, and Emily had a color one, so we watched the color one, and I ended up really liking it. And actually, one thing that's really cool on her color one, and then we ended up getting a color one, so now we have a color one and a black and white one. But the color one, they cleaned up a lot of the darkness in the background, so you can see a lot more details in the back, which is really, really cool. But yeah, I like it both. I like both versions of it.
yeah, okay, let's do a giveaway.
Your mom says she likes Die Hard Christmas movie.
Yeah, Mom likes
Your
Die
mom
Hard.
likes.
Die Hard is not a Christmas movie, but here's a fun fact. Die Hard Christmas movie, the church scene, was filmed 1.5 miles from our house.
Oh.
Actually, every
And
year.
every Christmas,
Yeah, every Christmas they have a local
Carol
thing where you can
sing.
go sing carols and stuff there, and it's
yep.
there's no electricity in the old church building, so they're like they have these little electric candles because they don't want
Yeah.
to burn it down, but it's
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah, so we're going to have those apron planner bundles. I'm just telling you guys now, in case you're wondering, I think it's going to be around the $80 range for the whole entire thing, but you can also buy the pieces individually also until supplies run out. I'm only doing 500 only because that is all the cash that we have right now for printing. And I'm kind of freaking Mike out a little bit because he's like, that's going to clean us out. I said, I know, but I'm pretty sure people really want it. So we're going to do pre-orders as soon as I get my sample. We're going to do
Well, she
pre-orders.
has so many ideas for things, and we have to front the cash ahead of time, and so
Yeah.
the amount of cash is
tens of thousands of dollars
And
for
so
us. Yeah.
I was looking at that thinking, wow, if we do all those, we're going to be putting out more than we have.
Yeah. So
Well,
we're gonna be.
It's actually we're not. It's putting out more than we have in the sense that we pay half of it and then we know we have to pay the other half when it comes.
Yeah.
But
So if we
it's
don't
not
sell any,
necessarily-
we're out of it. But that's why we do pre-order sales, so then we can get a count and make sure that we order either enough or not too many. So that's why we do pre-order sales, so then we'll know.
One thing Bonnie said, made your ranch dressing and won't go back to bottle. Yay!
Oh, thanks. I've had more people tell me they will only use our ranch dressing. And you know what's hilarious? Half the time I just buy it in the bottle. Well, most of the time I do. Only because I don't have buttermilk on hand. But it's pretty hilarious, so.
Oh, a lot of people saying book. So should I go ahead and...
Yep. Okay. Right. Book in the description. I forgot to do a giveaway on Monday, so we're going to give away 4 books tonight. Our quick and easy menus. I still have a few of these left. We are actually going to be... This book is not in print anymore, but we're going to be changing it up and making a 20-minute meal book, and this is going to be the start of it. And then we're going to add to this and have a bigger cookbook. Not as big as dining, but a bigger cookbook than the small one. So.
After this, we need to talk Christmas movies again, but if I say it now, some people things are going to show up
Okay,
the screen.
you
So let's go.
ready?
Yep.
Facebook.
Dun, dun, dun,
Go,
dun,
stop.
dun, dun. Diana Clifton!
Woo, Diana!
Yay!
Okay, Diana, email me, editor@livingonadime.com with your name and your address and which book you won. Quick, please. I need all 3 of those, please.
Okay, over to YouTube.
Go,
Dun,
go,
dun,
go, go,
dun.
go, go. Stop.
Wait, hold on, I wasn't going yet. It
Go,
was-
go, 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 go. Stop.
Renee Chavez!
Renee!
Yay,
Editor
Renee!
@livingonadime.com. Your name, your address, and you want a quick? Send me all 3 of those. Okay, let's do YouTube again.
Oh, okay.
Go, stop.
Jane Liggett.
Jane! Same
Yay.
thing. Editor @livingonadime.com. Your name, your address, and you want a quick. Okay, back to YouTube or Facebook. You ready?
Dun, 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 dun.
Stop! Who did we stop with?
Marcy Jordan.
Mercy! Dining on quick and easy menus. Tell me you want a quick, tell me your name, tell me your address, and send it to editor@livingonadime.com.
Yay.
I'm just so happy I got pie now. Oh, that's just
That
glorious.
is really good. Okay, so
Okay.
the reason I said that is because all the book comments were throwing everything down,
Oh, sorry.
down the
Okay,
line.
so
No, that's
what
cool.
was the Christmas
So
movie
we
comment
had-
that we had?
Yes, congratulations to the winners.
Yes, congratulations, guys. Sorry.
Well, first of all, Courtney asked, do you have a recipe for soft
Yes.
pretzels? Yes, we do.
Dining on a Dime cookbook.
And
I'm
what is
telling
it-
you guys, we got it all.
What does it say in there? Is that-
Pretzels on page 120. Dining on a Dime, 120.
we
and it's
did a-
also on our website.
It's on our website. If you go to livingonadime.com and click soft pretzels or type it in the search, it'll come right up. And we did a video on it too, didn't we? I think we did a
Did we?
video.
I can't remember. We've had so many
I'm
videos.
90% sure we did. So, Christmas movies. Maureen says, being in a stare, what could be bad? I was thinking, she might have been referring to a specific
Oh,
movie, but Bing
yeah,
Crosby's
we
Fred
love-
Astaire. We love a lot of Bing Crosby.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas.
Well, there's White Christmas and Holiday Inn, which are kind
Those
of the
were
same.
good,
They're
yeah.
kind of almost the same movie, aren't they?
Yeah.
And then, what's the one with the lady who? Oh, Christmas in Connecticut is one we like a lot.
Yeah, Christmas Lodge is another one.
Yeah.
You guys list your Christmas movies because we're looking for some new ones. Let's see, what are some other ones that we love? I think it's Merry In-Laws was one of them. All of the Candace Cameron ones are really good. Or Beret, whatever her name is now. It's only been, 25 years? I should know it by now. Let's see. It's a Wonderful Life. We like to watch, of course, Charlie Brown.
Yeah.
Oh, guess what happened last night?
What? I'm scared.
Oh my goodness. Okay, if you're eating dinner, close your ears.
Oh, don't say that on the
Mother,
show.
do
We-
not talk about this.
This was a
This
nice
is
show.
Dis-
We
Disgusting.
went to go celebrate BJ's birthday. So once a year, we go to this restaurant called Casa Bonita. It's like this
You shouldn't
Mexican
have named it.
fiesta place. It's great.
Now they're gonna get all kinds of bad reviews.
Every year we go. We love it. They have a swimming pool. Not a swimming pool. They have a little diving pool that's probably as big as our kitchen right in the middle. And they have this diver that dives like 20 feet down into this thing.
Story.
And so, stop.
It's disgusting.
It's life.
Yes, but
Everybody says, how do these things happen to you? Well, I don't know, but they happen, so I'm telling you. So,
yes, but
we're sitting there because we got right up front. It was Tuesday night, not during the summer. We only go once a year. We either go for BJ's birthday or the boys' birthday because Ellie doesn't really want to go for her birthday. So we either go the boys or BJ. So
Do you have a timer on the pie?
yeah. So we're sitting there right up close, right by the diver thing. There's a little stage, and they have a gal that's doing an announcing the diving guy, and we're sitting there eating our dinner, just having a good old time. And Mike and I are watching the announcer lady, and she announces the guy, and I kind of thought, well, she doesn't look like she should really be doing this tonight.
Mother.
So then Mike and
Give
I
you
are
an
looking,
idea.
we're watching. She starts hurling all over the stage. While all these people are eating dinner.
It
I'm
was a
not
perfectly
kidding.
good show.
I'm not kidding.
It was a perfectly
She
good show.
hurled all over the stage.
Mother.
Thankfully, it didn't get in the pool because they probably would have had to close it down. But so
Poor
then
thing.
they had like this poor 15-year-old kid. I felt so bad for him. He came in and he had to clean it up. I'm not kidding. That kid probably pulled 200 paper towels off the roll. There was a stack of paper towels like this big that he just threw on top of it, trying to get it cleaned up. Oh my goodness. Never had that happen before. Heidi said we should have asked for our money back.
Well, you legally can, I think, can't you?
I think we could have saved ourselves some money.
I mean, we
I just
could've-
tried to quietly look the other way.
I didn't even
But-
notice.
That
But I was
that
like,
wasn't-
she just hurled all over the stage.
Poor thing. I felt bad for her.
Oh my goodness, it was bad. It was really bad.
Wow.
Those are the kinds of things that happen to
Actually,
us all the time.
Katie, we like a lot of the Hallmark ones too.
Oh, what's that
although
one with
it's-
James Stewart? That Hungarian store on James Stewart.
Oh,
and
the shop around the corner.
That's good too.
It's really
We
good,
like
too.
that.
Um,
Christmas in Connecticut. I think we already said that one.
Those, a lot of those, some of those we watch almost every year. What was that?
Oh, and I like Christmas Carol. I do like that one.
We've seen a lot of different versions of the Christmas Carol, and
Yeah.
we like them all. Although somebody said, who was it that said that? Wait, did I miss it? Oh, Rosa said A Christmas Carol with Alistair Begg. Is it actually Alistair Begg? Because
What?
I was wondering if it's maybe I'd be curious to see, or maybe it's not the same Alistair Begg I'm thinking of. But that would be awesome to see. That I'll have to look it up and see. That would be really cool.
Okay, you guys want to see the pie, how it ends? Now, even though it's rustic, doesn't that
Oh, I
look
should be-
delicious?
That looks awesome. Yep.
It looks fine. It's kind of hard to see. The lights are kind of bright on it, but
So Christmas in Connecticut, is that, what year do you think that was made?
Oh, probably like 45 or 6 or something.
We-
Well, no, probably 47 or 8.
Oh, because it's supposed to be after the war.
Yeah.
Yeah, we like a lot of movies from the 40s, and some from the 30s and the 50s. Well, 30s and 40s, and then 50s some. Oh, what's the one with the the guy with his dog that stays in the mansion all winter?
The
And
guy with his dog that stays in the mansion.
this,
Oh, that's really good too.
Yes.
He's a hobo, and every fall the family leaves, and he goes into their house and lives, and then he starts bringing all these homeless war vets that came home from the war, and then they got kicked out of their apartment with their families. And so he brings in all these families, and the
it
daughter.
happened on Fifth Avenue.
That's a
Yes.
really good one.
That is really
We
good
should
one.
watch that one tonight.
We should actually make a list and put
That's
it
a
wait,
good
what
one.
did the daughter do? Wait. now
So
you
the
got me
daughter
hooked.
of the people who own the house
Better not cliffhanger me.
come in, and she pretends like she's homeless, and so she's there, and they don't know that she's the daughter of the guy who owns the house. but the daughter's kind of being a little rebellious because the dad's a money mongrel, and so it's really cute. Yeah, we like that
It's an
one.
awesome movie.
Oh,
Alistair Sim?
yeah.
Okay.
I almost succumbed. I did not. My frugal self took over. But I found last night on, was it Amazon? I think it was Amazon. They had 50 Christmas movies for $200 on CD. No, I mean DVD. I think it was DVD. I almost bought it, but I was like, that's a little too much money. But then we'd have it every year for the rest of our lives, as long as they have DVD players. Now, they may not have DVD players for the next 10 years, but...
Oh, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, yes!
Yeah, we watch all those.
Actually, I love quoting from that one, like...
Let's be
independent together. Yes, that's probably... Or, nobody wants a Charlie in the Box.
Okay, do your dentist one.
That's awesome. Oh, yeah. I want to be a dentist. Actually, Hermie is probably one of my favorite characters in all the movies
You
everywhere.
relate to Hermie?
Yes. So, wow, there are tons and tons. We're going to have to go through this list. And actually, we've seen most of these.
Now, I will say, guys, Trapped in Paradise, it has a lot of language. Normally, we don't ever watch movies like that. I think that's the only movie we watch.
Well,
don't watch it with the kids.
We've never watched it. Well, the older kids have seen it.
And honestly, we don't watch movies that have that much language now, except for that one movie.
Well, the thing is, the comedy part is so over the top that yeah.
So anyway,
definitely I wouldn't watch it on screen.
Yeah. Christmas with the Cranks, I love that one too. That's a good one.
So, the Preacher's Wife and the Bishop's Wife. Those are two different versions, right?
Yeah.
One's a newer one. Do you have a Christmas list you can share? Can we get we're
Dave?
able to get the ones from Facebook later?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dave, can you show the pie one more time? People are having a hard time seeing the pie.
Miracle on 34th Street.
I mean,
we're not as
you
fond
need to
of
hold
it.
it closer. The light is super bright.
I'm not sure why on
Yeah,
Miracle on
that's good.
35th
Oh, that's good.
Street or
that's good.
Miracle on 34th Street. We
I
like
don't
it
like
as
that
much.
one as much.
We're not really sure why.
It's okay, but I don't like that one.
It's not a
as
bad
much.
movie. Just
Yeah.
a lot of people are saying Christmas shoes, but I've heard it's super sad.
Yeah.
And we try to stay with happy ending movies.
Yeah. All right. So, please check out our Dining on a Dime cookbook. I don't know where it went. I had it. Oh, here. Dining on a Dime cookbook. Please like, subscribe, and share. Please tell us your favorite Christmas movies so we can get more ideas if you're posting this later. Post it on YouTube because I can't ever find the comments on Facebook, or send me an email.
Yes.
editor@livingonadime.com.
Oh, The Preacher's Wife with Whitney Houston. We've seen it. It was good. The Bishop's Wife with Cary Grant. We saw that. That was great. The Year Without a Santa Claus. Is that one of the Santa Claus movies, or is that a different one?
No, that was a different one, but that's good too.
Yeah, lots and lots. Well, we should grab.
See
all
why
these
you
and make
have
a
to watch
list.
Christmas movies from September to Valentine's Day, because there's just not enough time to get them all in.
Season for Miracles. That title sounds familiar, but I don't remember which one
Especially
that
for
is.
us, we can only watch like 30 minutes to an hour in the evening, and so we can't watch it all in one night usually. But, oops. I hate Christmas Story. Sorry, guys. I hate the Christmas Story. That's just awful. Sorry.
I've never
I know
seen it.
people love it, but I don't like it.
I've never actually seen that one.
Yeah. I don't know.
Wow.
I know lots of people love it, but
Wow, yeah, we'll definitely
Okay.
see these.
please visit us at livingonadime.com. We have great and wonderful things that are coming to you in the next couple of weeks with aprons and planners. And we're going to get it together, people.
Yay.
Get it together with Tara in 2020.
Interesting. Heather says Christmas in Connecticut is 1945. It must have been right at the end of 45 because they were all coming back from the war, right? Or maybe the war was still happening in Japan or in the Pacific at the time.
Well, I don't know if they actually said the war had ended in the show.
Maybe it hadn't
The
ended.
guy was injured because of the war, but I don't know if the war had actually ended.
That's interesting. Oh, okay. We'll have to little things that make you go, We love movies from that era, though.
Yes.
Watch tons and tons of them. Although occasionally we find a weird one.
Yeah, occasionally we get ones and we're like, ugh. But
Yep.
we will see you guys on Monday. Have a great weekend. Bye.
Bye. Thanks again.
Movingonadime.com.
See you next time.